just curious if I could aggro that. The answer is yes. Poor thing. Anywho, we ignore that. Something over here is angry as well. Anywho. Salutation, darlings. Zorbing here. Let's get rid of dramatic. Not the pin. I could probably delete the pin. Anywho, salutation, darlings. Zorbing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Last time we finished the quest with the most adorable little mecha. The most adorable little mecha crab. If you know, you know. If you don't, you can always watch the last one. I heard a noise off in the distance. Don't worry. And today, we are working on the current event, the Exquisite Night Chimes, 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. There's our goal. Yes, this is our quest for today, or at least the first part. Part 1. Yes. These. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. I don't know why I went so far away. Anywho, hopefully I won't be getting any frame drops this time. Just take like 5 steps forward.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
Okay. Hey,
Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Yep.
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
I'd say everything's great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Thank you, Zhongli.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Chimes village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows, because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed.
Yes, Zhongli. A treasure.
Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Nope, I have nothing going on.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Thanks. Oh god, do you want outside?
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
have to let him back in a minute, though. Alright. Bamboo shoots. Never had anything like it.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Oh my gosh, she's absolutely mocking Pi after she mocked him.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Ready to go when you are.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
Of course, of course.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
Ah, yes, bamboo.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liyue will be bustling with celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
Yes, yes. Yeah, good. Okay. And bamboo shoots will be but a wonderful final touch to most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends. And more raindrops. Alright. The frames ran away while I was gone, apparently. I'll check in with you later at the Longsheng Feely Parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Young Lee.
Yes, yes.
Take care now, you two.
Of course. Actually, it's a story quest. I have the wrong team. Oh my goodness, I need to... Excuse me.
As for Director Who's list, I shall attend to it after one last round of tea.
Alright. We are going... That is farther away. Ah, yes. Yes, we get our bamboo shoots from here all the time. I say, even though it's been months since I've gotten bamboo shoots from here. Has it been months? Probably. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm on here every day, and it's like, yeah, it's been a couple months.
Bamboo shoot, bamboo shoot,
Huh?
nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one. This should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
Is it that child?
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Oh, isn't this a dapper dude?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
Hello, child.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Ah, fancy.
I came through Stone Gate intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
No kidding.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
He's so polite to the child. Someone's hungry.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through.
Aw.
I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Aw, you're too kind.
Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon. You're welcome.
What is flower crisps? That's
So
yummy.
tasty. If only there were more.
More? You already had the Sumper Beast share.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means
Oh.
Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Alas, we do not know any recipes from Fontaine. Otherwise, we'd make you something.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Ooh,
Iridescence tour?
that sounds familiar.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Oh?
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Hey, no, we love stories.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
Exactly.
We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind.
Sounds like you ran into an adeptus.
In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. It's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow.
It's a nice legend. At its heart is a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
Just Lumane's expression just says, "Pie, must you always think of food?"
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh?
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here.
That settles then. That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Hello? What are you talking about? Okay.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience in omens and stuff.
Yep.
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the Statues of the Seven along the way.
Dvorak guy is full of it. Well, I haven't gotten to know him yet, so I'll have to see it for myself.
Oh dear.
Dvorak. I didn't even notice his name was Dvorak.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
Ah, little Miss Ganyu.
I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Chising know just about everything.
Yo.
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
I'm here. I haven't gotten past part of the quest. Not gonna lie, I've been running around exploring all this time. Ah, are you new to Genshin? Or
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
alright, let's head off.
All right, well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone, please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
You're almost at max adventuring. Yo, Pug. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, ah yes, there's
Uh-oh. Paimon's
everything
out of
everywhere.
a job. Oh well, Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
You've been playing since day one. Yo. Oh, I can't even remember the exact day the game came out. I've been playing nearly since day one. I'm trying to think. It's like, I know I've been playing for a while. Okay, Traveler. I somehow missed the second one. You know, I've been playing almost since the beginning. I like the game. Yes, yes, yes. There are so many. Oh my gosh. Are you like... I'm very curious at your completion level, then. Or your exploration progress. Like, I know in the newer areas, like... How is this area 75%? Like, in the newer areas, they're like pretty low, but everywhere else, and the chasm, everywhere else is pretty much 100. Even over here in any zoom. Nice. Alright, where are we going? We are going back to Leeway. Like 90 to 100 in every area. Gotta go back. Get some chests. Yes. Gotta get the max completion rank. Oh, it's always just so cool to finally see an area where you're like at 99% of progress for like what feels like forever, and then it's finally 100. Just like almost everything. I do play on the daily, and I get very... At the beginning of the game, I was very OCD about things, and since then I have chilled, which is why, like, okay, I mean, some areas are high in the newer area. Oh my goodness, Dendro. How it felt after you found your last geologist. 100%, yes. Oh my gosh. Like, aside from, like, some points when it can get a little bit grindy, like when you're going for, like, talents. Oh my gosh. When you're leveling up character talents, like, that's the only part of the game that I'd say is meh. But otherwise, it's just cool to explore the areas, to see a mountain off in the distance, and yeah, just go climb it. You find secrets and treasures, undiscovered paths. They're all sorts of fun. really like playing the game. It's fun. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
Yes. Other than grinding for talents, and maybe, oh my gosh, the little, oh my gosh, the little sets of whatchamacallits. I've been playing this game for like, for almost 2 years. What are they called? Oh my gosh. Artifacts. I finally remembered. Okay, aside, yes, artifacts. I'm terrible when it comes to names. Yeah, aside from artifacts and talents, everything else is wonderful. Except those two things.
It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration.
Yeah. Lantern Rites all have. Oh my gosh, the last 2 Lantern Rites have been so cool.
It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Awesome. Ben. Bane of all evil. Uh, I was like looking at your name for like the longest time, and I was like, okay, since you followed, I definitely gotta say it properly. Bane of all evil. Thank you for the follow.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself.
Always hit the mark after every year. It's like
The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious.
Bane. All right.
I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Oh my gosh, I know what you mean. I have like, well, not a whale per se. Oh, I can't bring up anything. Oh, yeah, I only have one character available. Otherwise, I was like, well, not.
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Oh yes, I am. Xinian. Yes, I've had a recent string of bad luck with 50/50s. I feel that in my heart and soul.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
Ah, so you know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Ah, yes. Yes, I have done that many times. Currently, I have no Alhaitham. I have been saving Primo Gems.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
Ah, yes, the wallet. Very much old reliable.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Nah.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
I always like... The music in Genshin is very pleasant.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
That would be awesome, though.
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
No kidding.
You mean, what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Hey, well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
Yeah, Lantern Light Music Festival would certainly be a huge hit.
That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
Yep.
My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
I remember listening to Yunjin sing. I forget was it an event or was it a story? Oh, that was something else. Oh
But
my
what
gosh.
about you, Shinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rock Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Nice.
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Yes, what do you say? It's old reliable.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Shinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so
Are you kidding? I
that.
thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Shinyan. You've got this, Shinyan! So about the senior of yours Shinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know? Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her.
It's pretty.
I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
I'm curious how the Lantern Light's gonna be this year. I'm excited. Where are we going?
Rest assured.
Up. Madam Ping.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
Madam Ping is precious.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern ride, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
At least in Fontaine.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
We could add some musical elements. Yeah, yo. Yes. I think she's like the first chibi that showed up that I'm like, ah yes, instantly adorable. Even little Dendro threw me off for a bit. But yes, this one absolutely adorable. Now we can add some.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it.
Yes, she does sound older. It's a bit. It makes me sort of like wish that there were more like in between like the more adult characters and then the chibis. Like I feel like she'd fit in around there.
For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated.
Yes, I know what you mean. Like, I've honestly just never liked chibi characters in general. Just I've never liked bobbleheads, and whenever I see, and for the most part, whenever I see chibis, like I just think of bobbleheads. I the characters are so adorable that they've started growing on me, and I'm like, okay, I like them. I don't like that they're chibi, but I like them well enough.
And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Alright.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Alright.
You mustn't be afraid to try new things. If you never try, you'll never know.
Excuse me. Hiccup. Words of advice from Madam Ping.
With your contribution, I'm sure this year's Lantern Rite will be a most spectacular one.
Hope so. It's like they may have biffed the 1 year anniversary, but they at the very least they get the lantern rights right. Got you. Who needs stairs?
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Some more frames ran away.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Got you!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
Yow yow. I keep wanting to call her Yo-Yo.
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, you're running your mouth again. Don't listen to Paimon, Ganyu.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on.
No.
Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors.
All about Mr. Dorvarok.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast?
No, but you might know the story.
It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
She's probably thinking of all the paperwork that would have to be done. I would not envy anyone who would have to throw in like a last minute addition. Oh my gosh.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we'll end the night on a high note.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
Ah, yes, business talk.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
Business talk. Not even Genshin can make it interesting.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Paimon, you're trying to freeload again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Paimon likes food.
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Such a sus statement to like.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
When is Paimon not hungry? The loading chibi vacuum. Yes. Oh, speaking of Paimon, I suppose it's not new anymore, but her original voice, do you remember it? Do you remember Paimon's original voice?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
I miss Paimon's original voice. She got so squeaky.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy.
I wouldn't say bad, but he certainly had to get used to it.
Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
I will say, the one thing that Paimon has against the other chibis is her head is not obnoxiously sized. It's proportional to her. She looks like an actual child. I can, like, barely remember, like, the original sound of Paimon. Like, the original voice. I do wonder why they changed it.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Yes.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
Yes. Every time I look at the chibis, I, like, have to wonder if their head is just like the size of the adult models or bigger. And whenever I know, like, with their hair and, like, the little bells on her head, Yo-Yo's her head's definitely looking bigger. But, like, is it actually bigger?
I will.
Or, like, her head's just so big. I feel bad at poking fun at the chibis, but it's just too easy.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy lantern rite.
It's like just like this gives a good view of her head, and I can't tell if it's because of the bells. It's like, is her head their size or is it bigger?
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
That would be so cursed if their heads are actually bigger than the adults. Chibi! Like a lot of the chibis have like just big hats. Well, I suppose except for Nahida. Because she has her ponytail. There's another chibi. Maybe it's their hats that help make their heads seem so big. Because like, those are some pretty big hats. I mean, I suppose Diona not so much, but she still has a hat. I think their heads, I actually think their heads might be bigger. Oh no. I think their heads are bigger. Oh no, I won't be able to not see that. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. The giant accessories are adorable, but the idea that their heads might be bigger than the adults is just weird. Right. Time. 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this is like 2 hours, give or take. After a short wait, Kaching.
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching.
Dvorak. I am gonna say his name wrong so many times.
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything.
Good.
I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yep. I mean, you know people in high places.
Yay! That's awesome!
Kaching strikes again.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. I'm a supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
How much, Kaching? I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up.
I like his outfit. It's cool. I wonder if all of Fontaine's gonna be dressed so fancily.
Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true.
Especially his hat. His hat's super fancy.
Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here.
Alrighty, Ruth.
For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh,
Oh?
Ganyu? What's wrong?
they told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Aw. Fontaine's very European. Ooh. Yes. Old style European. Yes. I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot.
I actually forget. I'm constantly forgetting like what regions are where the regions are based on. Like I think I'm not even gonna try. I just get it wrong every time.
Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Oh, God, you look so sad. She's like, I was going to help you. Hydro Archon's been leaked already. Oh, really? Oh, now I'm very curious at what the Hydro Archon looks like. She looks like she's from an entirely different game. I I almost never look on like Twitter or any other social media site. So whenever like leaks and stuff like happen, it's always just I miss it all. It's a miracle if I see any of it.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Chilean. The
Right.
Chilean is an illuminated beast.
The one downside of existing on any social media on the internet, especially when you follow the sites, it's like I want to go to Twitter and look at all of the cool art for like Genshin and other games that I follow. But on the other hand, if I look too much on Twitter, I might get a spoiler. But it's like, oh, do I want to look up the Hydro Archon though?
I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Aw.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Chilean?
Ah, yes. No matter wherever you go, there will always be monster lovebirds.
Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Yep, yep.
You bet they're real. Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask.
But we know who is.
But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
Excuse me.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Oh my goodness, hiccups.
Yes, that was also my thought.
Yo.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Ganyu.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
I wonder how many times Ganyu's been like, ah, yes, I just have a few more things to work on. I'll sleep tomorrow.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Ah, yes, they're both workaholics, but in their own way.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs.
She said that so casually. Ah, yes. The old college all-nighter. Only every day.
Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
Yes. It's a lot to do. Sleep can wait. Oh my goodness. On the occasions where I need to stay up, or where I end up staying up all night because I'm somewhat of an insomniac. Oh my gosh. I'm like tired during the day, and it's like the next night I'm absolutely gonna fall asleep. I can't imagine how Ganyu is doing it.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
Yes, she'll, instead of 2 days, 3 days, Ganyu.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search?
Of course, Ganyu. Ganyu is precious.
You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yep, yep.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just.
It's what we do.
Just think, imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh my gosh.
It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern ride a true extravaganza.
I wonder if Latte knows who specifically this was.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming to you.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
This is like the first time, or yeah, this is like the first time that I'm seeing this stage, and it's just so cool. I know one was a deer. I know last year's was a deer. For the life of me, I can't remember what the first one was. It's been so long.
Scatter!
Lady Yuhang?
Oh?
Bywin, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
Uh-oh.
I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
She saw
But I'm
us.
worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, she will handle it.
I always love the expressions that the travelers make. They might not say much, but their expressions are worth 1,000 words.
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
Discord? Discord dinged.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Yep.
Good luck.
She said she'll reach out to the Yunhan Opera Troupe? Huh. Then I'll arrange for a rehearsal venue and accommodation as soon as possible. Everything should be ready tonight.
Many thanks, Kaching. You know, I once heard someone from Liyue describe a person as swift as lightning and agile as the wind. At the time, I thought it was a curious expression, and I had a hard time piecing together a mental image of such a person. But now, having seen Kuching in action, I honestly can't think of any other way to describe it. It's such a vivid and expressive phrase, a testament to the richness of Liyue's culture.
I have no idea what you're talking
You're too
about.
kind, Mr. Dvorak.
Dvorak. The Z is killing me. Goodness gracious, what is your name, sir? This. This is looking... The first time it was 2 mountains, wasn't it? I don't remember. I don't remember what the first one looked like. I remember last year's was a deer. I'm always so disappointed that you can't climb on it. Oh my gosh, but the idea of this bird flying around, I'm so excited. The lantern ride is so cool all the time, always. Alright, where are we going? We're this way. Actually, for luck of the draw. Let's see, I have 1, 9. Hold on. Alright, for luck of the draw. Nah. Alas. No character. I'll try again later. Was a heart bow though? Heart bow, yes. Where are we going? We're going in a generally that way direction. Yeah? I'm like I half zoned out. Oh my gosh. This way.
Said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
Yelan!
Yelan?
Yelan.
How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Her eyes are so pretty.
You... Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining.
It was nice having you here, Bane. Feel free to join whenever I'm streaming. I'm trying to get more consistent.
Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. and I'm probably not going to go to bed for like another 3 hours. Good night, Bane, if you're going to bed, that is.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
Awesome sauce. You'll always
The
be
stuff
welcome.
by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
4:20. Ah yes, it's the perfect time. Ah yes, the wonderful. Nice. Funny number. Where am I looking for? I got. You said that and I got completely distracted. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Don't see me, plant. Oh, there.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
not the button.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle.
Or maybe somebody moved.
The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Maybe just to see us struggle.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
Difficult to theorize as so little evidence must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village.
Oh.
But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom.
Rude. It's like the pillagers from Minecraft.
To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Oh, is the melody that's been playing that melody?
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
No kidding.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight, we could follow their tracks.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
Oh?
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail.
Dun, dun, dun.
Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business.
Yes.
They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
Go, Elon.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
All right.
Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
All right.
Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Ride, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
No kidding.
Come on, let's round them up.
That's the one.
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
She is such a delight.
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Oh my goodness. Wait, is it really just
Busted.
hype it?
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Didn't realize you could be hit in that state.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Aw, poor dude. He's been
Tell us
terrified.
everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy, I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me, I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Right behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
He has terrified him.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Sure. Well done, Yilong. Oh?
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
Oh.
You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just see you when I see you. And
gosh.
happy Lantern Right.
I didn't mean to skip her talking. Gosh. Happy Lantern, right?
Daewon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
I'm quite curious myself.
Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, Music seems like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts.
Oh my goodness, I love listening to music. I'm all. Couldn't imagine working without it.
Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Comes down to the ill will of the user. Bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again!
Good for you, Pi.
Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
As much as my knee-jerk reaction says to hit those, I will resist. I will resist the urge to attack those perfectly placed, breakable boxes. Oh my goodness. Excusez-moi.
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
Yep, yep.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Oh, Ningguang looks suspicious. What? What? Hello, hi. Ningguang! Ah.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
Long time no see indeed.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
Yep, yep.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies.
No.
Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yes, it was so pretty.
Yeah, it looked like a goose.
A goose?
Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Yes, yes.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
I remember.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady in legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Oh, absolutely. Ningguang, such a delight. Oh? Sparks. The recruiter for adventure skills, usually rubbing her hands together in anticipation of an interesting event. A few words in the foreground. A man's melancholic yearning, adepti and demons, a heartfelt romance played out with paper. Interesting. Vigilance at sea. During Lantern Rite, the navigator of the Crick's fleet seems to be preparing for a unique training test. Behind the scenes, in Liyue Harbor, an adventurer is busy with a certain task. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul.
Propagate!
Festive anecdotes. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. You're trying to relay anticipation of the unforgettable time. You and Ganyu had agreed to look separately for clues about the woman in oh god. There's a Z there, and I have no idea where it goes. Dvorak. In Dvorak's story. Now it's time to meet up. Alas, that part of the story I'll save for next. Ah, yes. Heyo. Okay, hold on. So we got Yoya, Zhangling, Bedo, Xingqiu, Yingguang, Chongyun, Zayan, and Yunjin. Yunjin and Yanfei. So we'll be able to wish for a character, or get a free character. Phone, if you could stop doing that, there you go. Alright, let's see. Yo-Yo, I know that consolation. Yeah, I have nothing for Yo-Yo. Zhangling, she's maxed out, so she's out. Beto, I'm fairly certain that Beto's max. Yeah, Beto's max, so I don't need her. Jingqiu, also max. Nice. Ningguang, let's see. Ningguang also max. Icy Boy, Chongyun, max. Our rocker girl, Xinyan, also max. Nice. Our dancing queen, our opera singer. Oh, she's actually maxed. Nice. Didn't realize. And then Yanfei, as far as I'm aware, is maxed, unless I... Well, that narrows it down. In case you're wondering, I do a bit of wishing. Why is this looking half full? It looks so weird. Well, isn't this supposed to be lucky or grant wishes or something? That is such an adorable outfit. Let's go. Another go. I'll take them. Ah. Wrong details. History. That's what I was looking for. Right. There's 5. So I did 20, 25, 30, 35, 4, almost 40. I don't think I'm quite in pity range. Yes, I lost the last. I lost pity to Diluc. Although, is it really a loss? It's Diluc. Have you seen him? In case you're wondering how often I've lost pity to Diluc. 4 times. That's actually a question. Standard banner, how many? Jean, twice. Kiki, twice. Border catching. Mona. Once to Mona. And then, oh my gosh, hold on, wait, where is he? Yeah, this dude. And once to this, once to Tainari, because he's recently been added to the perma banner. That is so many lost. Whoa. I'll hate them. Bro, how is this dude a scholar? Alright. Join party on 9/28/2020. In case you're wondering what the difference, why there are 2. 5-star Outrider, 100% Outrider. Her outfit's slightly different. Like, her bow has a little thing here. Her jacket's 2-tone. She got stripes. This is white and the outside's red instead of all brown. Actually, of all the characters, I don't remember all the characters. I know Jean was one. I absolutely love Jean's most recent outfit. Okay, it's a bit hard to tell. This one was adorable. These are always so pretty. Alright. Lisa has a new one coming. I can't wait for Kaya to get one. Oh, Kaya absolutely needs one. Barbara's adorable.
La da 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 da.
Barbara is precious. Laser. 9/28. Yeah, I've been here for a while. Played nearly every day. Except apparently my birthday this year. I missed out on my birthday. It's 4/14. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about. Here we go. The cake for a traveler. I missed this year's. I was so sad. Anywho, our Lantern Rite quests will continue tomorrow. Or will it? Decisions. I want to select Alhaitham. That bothers me so much. But I know better. I know better than to claim these unless you're actually going to use them. I mean, immediately do the quest. Because apparently characters can be doing other things. Which is as... Anywho. I'll catch you later, darlings. Bye! Oh, hiccups are the worst.